Just like there's a long list of liberal celebrities who swear they'll go if a Republican is elected, and no one ever does. Miley Cyrus once said, "I am moving if Trump is my president. I don't say things I don't mean." Here she is looking miserable, having to endure America at the Grammys last Sunday. I guess she flew back from Tajikistan.
Bill Maher is now making fun of woke celebrities, and honestly, it's super funny. Bill is a comedian and also a talk show host. He's really good at pointing out the silly and confusing things that Hollywood stars do. This time, he is talking about famous people who act like they care about big issues, but in real life, they don't face any of the problems they talk about. Watching him call out these stars feels both funny and satisfying at the same time.
In 2016, Eddie Griffin said, "If Trump wins, I'm moving to Africa." Apparently very slowly, because in Trump's 4 years, he only got as far as Van Nuys. George Lopez once said that if Trump won, he won't have to worry about immigration. We'll all go back. George Lopez still here.
Bill's new roast reminds people that it's been a while since he went hard on Hollywood. Fans are excited because they know his style, sharp, funny, and without fear. This time, he is going after stars who talk big about morals or politics, but actually live far away from the real-life problems they talk about. His jokes mix strong humor with real truth. It's classic Bill Maher, funny, bold, and also something that makes you stop and think.
In Russia, just referring to the war in Ukraine as a can get you 15 years in the fabulous prisons made famous by some of the world's most famous novels. Do you think America's evil because we didn't nominate Margot Robbie for an Oscar? Just wait till you get thrown out the window of your very own dream house.
Even while everyone laughs, Bill also asks serious questions about politics that don't make sense. For example, he makes fun of campaigns where people say, "Vote for me because I hate it here." He shows how silly it is to ask for power while insulting the same system you want to lead. It's both smart and hilarious, leaving people laughing, but also thinking, wait, he's kind of right.
And I'm confused by this political message. Vote for me because I hate it here. Now, does America have big problems? Yes, I've often cited the America sucks list. Things like being 54th in the world in infant mortality behind Cuba, 19th in literacy behind Russia, 72nd in female representation in government behind Iraq. A lot of work to do here. And is it possible for a country to lose itself so much that leaving it is justified? Yes, but we're not there yet, not by a long shot, and we don't need quitters. We need people who will stay and fix it.
Bill Maher started his talk by giving a warning to America's celebrities and progressive politicians. He said they shouldn't lecture normal people about fixing the country if they don't plan on helping themselves. It's easy for rich stars to sit in big mansions, away from everyday struggles, and say, here's what needs to change. But words alone mean nothing. Without effort, sacrifice, or real action, they're just more noise. Bill also said America is still a great country. Yes, it has problems, but it's strong. And if progress is what we want, then whining, blaming others, or showing off on social media won't work. What we need is people who take action and accept responsibility instead of waiting for someone else to fix things.
Maybe the problem isn't that America isn't worth defending. Maybe the problem is that lots of people today are entitled whiners who have no perspective and no idea how good they have it. 59% of self-identified liberals say there have been times when they considered leaving America for good, like after NBC canceled The West Wing.
This may sound funny, but it's true. Many Americans have loudly said they would leave the country just because of politics. A big wave of this talk happened when Donald Trump became president. Suddenly, lots of celebrities and even normal people said they'd move to Canada as a way to protest. But almost none of them actually went. And it's not just that. Some people even threaten to leave just because the country doesn't accept trendy new ideas that don't make sense. Instead of helping improve America, they dream about running away. Bill's message is clear. Real love for your country isn't about making big threats. It's about staying, facing problems, and working hard to make America better.
I don't get it. You want so badly for every immigrant to come to this country and experience the good life, but somehow it's so terrible you want to leave? And I see conservatives in Texas are talking secession again. They have two bumper stickers in that state. America, love it or leave it, and we're leaving it.
And it's true, celebrities and politicians often say one thing and then do the opposite, leaving people confused. They tell the world, America should welcome everyone. This is the land of opportunity. But then, the same people say they're ashamed of America and will leave if they don't get their way. Think about how silly that sounds. If America is so bad, why invite more people here? And if it's full of freedom and opportunity, why threaten to leave all the time? That's not courage. That's hypocrisy. Bill nailed it by showing how fake and self-centered their activism really is.
There's a long list of liberal celebrities who swear they'll go if a Republican is elected, and no one ever does. Miley Cyrus once said, "I am moving if Trump is my president. I don't say things I don't mean." Here she is looking miserable, having to endure America at the Grammys last Sunday.
Here's the funniest part. Even after making dramatic threats, most of these celebrities never left. They stay in America and enjoy all the luxuries they claim to hate. Deep down, they know no other country gives them the same fame, money, or freedom. So why say they'll move if Trump wins? The answer is easy. It was never about really leaving. It was about looking brave in front of fans and feeding into outrage culture. They wanted attention, not change. Bill showed the truth. It's not bravery, it's acting. And the only thing they're loyal to is their own image.
I guess she flew back from Tajikistan. In 2016, Eddie Griffin said, "If Trump wins, I'm moving to Africa." Apparently very slowly, because in Trump's 4 years, he only got as far as Van Nuys. George Lopez once said that if Trump won, he won't have to worry about immigration. We'll all go back. George Lopez still here. And it doesn't look like the migrant traffic is going back.
This is exactly why people can't take celebrities seriously when they lecture us about politics or morals. Their lives are totally different from ours. They have piles of money, live in mansions, fly in private jets, and could buy a new house anywhere in the world if they wanted. But normal Americans struggle every day, paying rent, paying off mortgages, buying food, and surviving paycheck to paycheck. For us, politics isn't a game or a stage, it's about real life. That's why we care about leaders who deal with real issues, not rich celebrities who think hardship is picking which luxury resort to visit. Their speeches just don't mean anything.
Then there's all the TikToks telling Americans things like,
I think the new American dream is to leave.
I'm 18 years old and I escaped America.
yeah. Yeah, you don't have to escape America. That wall we're always debating isn't to keep you in.
Now here's where it gets really crazy. Some of these social justice warriors act like America is as bad as North Korea, as if we're trapped here with no escape. But come on, that's ridiculous. Nobody is moving to North Korea to live, raise a family, or chase dreams. North Korea is a prison where people risk their lives just to get out. Meanwhile, America, this same country these activists keep trashing, is the most wanted destination in the whole world. Why? Because even with its problems, America still offers safety, freedom, and opportunity like nowhere else. Bill's point hits hard. If America is so terrible, why is the world trying to get in instead of running away?
The New Republic just ran a story about the vulnerable minorities who want to flee America, including the author, a gay man trapped in the dystopian homophobic hellscape that is New York City. I wonder if he knows that there are 66 countries where just being gay is a crime. Cute story in the news last month. Burundi's president called on his citizens to stone gay people, and not in the good way. Wow, suddenly the don't say gay law doesn't sound all that bad.
When it comes to the LGBTQ+ community, the truth is clear. America is their safe place. There is almost no other country where they are more respected or protected. Here, they have rights by law, they can speak openly, they can see themselves on TV and in politics, and they have strong communities. In many countries, that's impossible. Even Europe, which people call progressive, still has violence and discrimination. So why do some people keep saying they'll leave America? Where they go that's safer or freer? Bill's point is strong. Everything they want already exists right here.
And Uganda? Oh, they don't just give you a ticket for parking in the rear. You can get the penalty for it. In China, they have the penalty for almost 50 crimes. And in 13 countries, atheism is punishable by, and 61 imposed restrictions on women's clothing, so bring a scarf. According to Amnesty International, paramilitary groups killed the government's critics in Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, and arbitrary detentions are widespread in Cuba, Ecuador, El Salvador, Nicaragua. If you're wondering how that's just like no cash bail, it's not.
That's why more than half the world dreams of moving to America. People from everywhere hope to come here because of the freedoms they can't find in their own countries. Freedom to speak without fear, freedom to chase careers, freedom to make money if they work hard. That's the American dream. Millions risk their lives just to step on U.S. soil. But many people who already live here don't appreciate it. They just complain and insult America. It's like a spoiled kid throwing away toys just because he didn't get a new one, while ignoring how lucky he already is.
If, for your exile, you do wind up in some comparatively luxurious place like Canada or Japan or the UK, not that they want you. At best, you'll be trading a bunch of stuff you hate about this country for a bunch of stuff you'll soon hate about your new home. It took me only 4 days in Amsterdam to learn that while I admire Amsterdam, I don't want to live there. The buildings are cramped and shaped like needles.
Bill Maher's jokes about the woke mob cut straight to the truth. He shows how fake and shallow a lot of activism has become. Protests that block roads, burn flags, or damage or don't fix anything. They only annoy normal people. And when celebrities and politicians keep calling America bad while enjoying all its riches, the hypocrisy gets even worse. Meanwhile, regular Americans are just trying to survive, pay bills, keep food on the table, and get to work on those same roads that are being blocked. Bill reminded everyone that real change only comes from real action, not from fake performances or chasing clout online. Even though America has flaws, people from all over the world still want to live here, not run away. And that truth proves that those who keep saying otherwise are just pretending. And that's the end of today's story. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more fun content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.